Hello happy gardeners, welcome back to Stinky Ditch Nursery. Marla on camera again, say hello Marla.
Hi.
And today I'd like to show you, it's really dark here, but for some reason on the camera it looks really light. Is that right Marla?
Yep.
It does, it looks lighter on the camera than it does in real life. But anyway, we'll see what we can do with the low levels of light. What I'd like to talk about today is our little dierama experiment. Dierama, beautiful plant, Angel's fishing rods. Have a look on my website, my new website that should be going in a couple of weeks. Marla talking ahead to one side. It will happen. These dierama are lovely, they're summer flowering. Now when I went around and cleared up the dead leaves on them, see these dead leaves, Marla, if you'd like to spin in? I was pulling up the dead leaf, this is earlier this year, and poof, pulled up the whole plant like that. And see it's ripped off of the bulb, because there's a bulb in here. Yeah, it's ripped off of the bulb like that, and I thought, oh dear, I've lost the plant. But what I did was, I stuck it in a jar of water, along with another one that came off, and Marla, if you'd like to spin in, they've rooted. They've rooted beautifully. And this one here, this went in about 2 months ago, has actually grown. Can you see that? It's grown a corm on the bottom there. This root coming out here in a corm, and it was like this. It was like that, the one that I ripped out earlier. It was like that. So this is a way of propagating these. It's still a bit of an experiment, so I'm not recommending that you go around ripping up your dierama yet, but it seems to be a way, and the best thing about this is, once you know the flower on a plant, if you're pulling up bits like this, you're going to get the same flower, so you can clone it in a way, so you know what you're going to be getting, and I can sell these then, absolutely sure that it'll be a purple flower and not a pink flower. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pot this up. So for this, I'm using quite a gritty mix. I've got about 1/4 gritty sand in this. Dierama, they like rich soil, but they love good drainage. Ever so important. If they don't have the drainage, even though they don't mind it wet, even though they go next to ponds, they have to have good drainage. The roots will rot if they're in stagnant water. So we're going to pop a little bit in the bottom like that. Marla, if you spin in and show the people. Bit of the compost in the bottom like that. And I'm going to get my dierama. I've got another dead leaf on here. I'll pull that off. And another one there. So we're just going to stick him in there like that. Push him in a little bit and go around the edges with the soil. There we go. Now I've got this in an unheated greenhouse at the moment. It does freeze in the winter and they don't mind the frost, but when they're ever so little, when they're really quite tender, little seedlings, you want to keep them out of the frost for the winter. There we are. I'm going to water that. I'm going to stick it in the corner of the greenhouse, and our propagation experiment, as you can see, with the little bit of root that will be occurring on that soon, has worked. This has been Robbie Phoenix down at Stinky Ditch Nursery with Marla on camera, showing you how to get your damaged bits of dierama to root so you can plant them up. Thanks for watching.